Si estás buscando ser agente de viajes y Archer Travel es una de tus opciones para Agencia Host, pero no sabes mucho de esta empresa y no estás seguro si es fraude, si es algo real o si es una empresa seria, voy a dejar que el mismo CEO, Ron Archer, te platique un poquito más de su historia.
Good afternoon. My name is Ron Archer, and I am the president of Archer Travel Service, a family-owned and operated business since 1952. We currently have offices in the Los Angeles area, Sydney, Australia, Mexico City, Spain, Madrid, Spain, we just opened up, and the United Kingdom. If you're watching this video, then somebody's encouraging you to join up with our program, and we encourage you to take a good look at it because we feel we've got a very, very quality program that will help you to earn additional money for whatever you want to do with it. So Archer Travel was started back in 1952 by my folks, Cliff and Lola Archer. After World War II, my mom and dad both worked for the Greyhound Corporation, and they had the opportunity to take over and manage the Greyhound bus station in our town, in Glendale. And so they did, and they took it over. And then very soon thereafter, almost immediately, my mom and dad started selling other travel like cruise ships and steamships and Yosemite packages and packages to Catalina and other various travel packages. So my brother, Steve, started with the company in 1974, and I began in 1979. And I have been here ever since. In 1979, when I came to the company, there was 5 of us. And it was my brother. Actually, it was 6 of us. My brother, mom and dad, and 2 agents, 2 employees, and then myself. And my entire job was to go out and get companies to buy airline tickets from us for their business travel. And I was very successful. We were doing about $1 million a year in 1979. In 10 years, we were up to about almost $40 million. We had over 500 corporate accounts, and we had offices in New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Seattle. In fact, we did all the travel for the western region of Microsoft for about 5-6 years until they became really huge. We kept on doing that until the mid-'90s or the early '90s when the airlines stopped paying airline commissions to travel agencies on domestic tickets. And so we had to reinvent the company, and we went out and we started buying other leisure travel agencies. And we had about 5 or 6 that we had purchased. And then basically we also got into doing a lot of promotions in Las Vegas. We had an office in Vegas at the Mandalay Bay Hotel. And we were selling a lot of travel to Mandalay Bay and the other hotels in Vegas. And we were also selling a lot of promotional certificate programs up there. And all that came to a screeching halt on 9/11. On 9/11/2001, there was about 105 people in employees at Archer Travel. Within about 3 weeks, we were down to about 20 again. So we had to reinvent ourselves again. And so we started getting more involved in more leisure travel and again, going out and trying to find and buy leisure travel agencies. And then I also started growing my own independent contractor network in about 2013, 2014. And in 2015, I got a phone call from David McCovey that said that we want to start a network marketing company called Evolution Travel, and I want you to run that for me. And I said, no. And so we went back and forth, and I turned him down 3 times. And then the 4th time he finally called, and he didn't wear me down, but he convinced me that it was a good idea. And so we started working with Evolution in January of 2016, and we started from scratch, and now we've got almost 20,000 travel agents in the program. So it's been a real roller coaster for us in the travel industry. It's there's a lot of up and downs because of politics, because of the war, because of other political situations that go on, and but we've managed to continue to make a nice living, and really I'm very excited because with Evolution Travel we've gone from in $50 million in the mid '90s to over $500 million this year. So it's been a really exciting time, and I've been doing it now since '79, and I think that makes me like 45 years, 46 years. 46 years? Let's say 79, 80, yeah, 46 years. So, wow, long time. My biggest concern was it was a network marketing company, and I had been doing a lot of consulting. I had been working with a lot of network marketing companies, and they had gone into business and gone out of business. As a matter of fact, over 90% of network marketing companies go bankrupt in their first year. There's not a whole lot that stick around. And so, it's one of those things where people get in and it's all about the recruiting and it's all about, really making a lot of money really fast. Well, yes, we have recruiting and you can network market here, but we are a travel agency that uses network marketing for expanding in our sales and our distribution, our independent contractors. We're not a network marketing company that just happens to be in the travel business. We're very serious about the training. We're very serious about being good corporate citizens. We don't want to be in trouble with the suppliers. We don't want to, we don't have agents that go on board cruise ships and say, hey, join me, become a travel agent and start marketing during, vacation trips. There's a code of ethics that we follow, and we require people to follow the rules and be good corporate citizens. Network marketing has become very, very powerful. But when you get into a network marketing company, you have to make it more about the product and the quality of the product and the program, not the ability of building really fast. I mean, I was in one company, I worked with one company, they went from 0 to 10,000 travel agents in 70 days. They went from 10,000 travel agents to 0 7 days after that. So, it has to be built on a quality platform. It has to be built with a quality company that's going to pay attention to the customer service. So I would say that people looking into network marketing or into Archer Travel versus another host agency, we don't require you to network market. We don't require you to sell certain products. We don't have any sales quotas. We don't have long-term contracts. But what we do have is we have a lot of teaching and training tools that will allow you to run your own home-based travel business at a very, very affordable cost. Not initially, but yes, after a while, when we started opening up other countries and we started, recruiting good people and getting good staff in place and building the systems I can see us going even much larger than we are now. So, and it's a matter of controlled growth. It's a matter of controlling your product and your programs and your customer service. Making sure that people have a quality experience and they can get paid, which, when you have 18,000 people, can be a challenge from time to time. But we're dedicated to the customer service levels and, really putting a quality program together. The biggest challenge with opening up Mexico is because of the tax situation down there. The government in Mexico requires that you pay a VAT tax on all sales within Mexico for Mexico citizens. It also requires that the agents get paid commission have to pay a VAT tax, and that has to be done specifically in a certain manner. You have to invoice the supplier for your commission. You have to invoice the company so that the government has a record of the sale and a record of the tax. Whereas in the United States, it's much easier because you only file your taxes once a year. So there's a lot of other procedures and steps that we have to go through in Mexico. But we have put together some systems now that I believe are going to really expedite the ability of getting people paid in a very rapid manner. So that was the biggest challenge to overcome in Mexico. Obviously, getting suppliers down there, we've been able to use a lot of the U.S. suppliers. We've been able to get some really good quality suppliers in Mexico, like Aeromexico and Expedia and Viator and others. So it's taken a bit of time, but I think we're finally on track now to really have a solid program that is really dependable and will work well for agents and their clients. When you go to conventions, it's not just about getting together and learning. It's about making social contacts, making contacts within the company. We're a community. We're a group of travel agents that support one another, and people make a lot of friendships, and they make a lot of contacts, and they get a lot of ideas, and people help each other on how to grow their businesses. There's so much travel sales there's so much that you could sell, and it can become so overwhelming that people team up and they train together, they work together, they support each other, and I think that's very important. Studies prove that when you attend company functions, conventions, trainings, etc., you're much more likely to be successful, and you will make a lot more money than if you just stay at home and you just don't get involved. I don't believe that you're going to get the access to senior management at any other company the way that you have access to the senior management here. My personal cell phone number is 818-326-0111. And if you ever have a problem, you can pick up the phone and you can call me directly. We have a ton of people. We have a lot of people here that work in various areas to make sure that the people that buy into our program and pay us each month to sell travel and get commissions are taken care of when they have a problem. And we reach out to the BDMs, we reach out to the accounting department, we assist and whenever possible. And I would say that it's our dedication to customer service and accessibility that are going to really provide a better platform for people coming into this in this industry. Our training is also better than anyone else's. We have more live trainings. We have a library of recorded and video trainings. You also have access to the BDMs at the various suppliers. So the ability to have access to vendors, management, accounting is extremely high. So we encourage you to take advantage of that. But yes, I think that we're very dedicated to the success of each agent. I can't motivate you. I can't get you to get new clients. I can give you the tools. I can give you the knowledge, but you have to provide the energy to go out and to work the program. We'll give you the tools to do it, but you have to provide the what's the word I'm looking for? You have to be energized, and we want to help you do that. So, and if you have any questions, give me a call. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have.